Today I'm going to be walking you through how to make hot glue wax seals without a circle punch, or how to make them if you have a uniquely shaped stamp like our oval fern that was in the June box. So let's jump in. So the first thing that you're going to need is some paper. So I have a few different papers that I'm going to try today. You're also going to need a low-temp glue gun with crystal clear hot glue. I'm using AdTech brand, but you could use any brand of crystal clear hot glue. And then I also have all my stamps on an ice pack. So these are super cold to the touch, and that's what's going to keep them from sticking to the glue. Once my hot glue is warm, I'm just gonna go to the corner of the page so I don't waste paper, and I'm just gonna do the same amount of wax that I would normally do for a 1 1/4 inch stamp. So we're gonna be doing the large initial stamp. So if you got one that had 2 initials, you'd want it to be about this size, and then I'm just gonna press it in, and then done. And I'm gonna just leave this and let it cool. I'm not gonna touch it. It takes a little while to cool, so I'm just gonna set that one to the side. Okay, so next I'm gonna be doing the fern stamp. And again, this is super cold. It's been on the ice pack. You can see it has a little bit of condensation, so I just make sure to wipe off any condensation here so it won't get into the seal. And then for an oblong shaped stamp, I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth like this to kind of get that general shape. Then I'll press it in. And again, I'm just gonna set it to the side, let it cool. The last example is if you got the single initial stamp. So let me show you that. So it's still gonna be in a circular shape. I'm just gonna do a little bit less wax than I did on the larger initial. And then I'm just gonna come press it in. And again, we wanna let it cool before we're gonna touch it. All right, so this is the large initial stamp, and it should, as long as your stamp was cold, it should come off really easily. Look at that, super easy to come off. And I'm gonna use just regular scissors to kind of cut a little square around this. And then from here, what I'll do is I'll go in with my embroidery scissors that are sharper and smaller, and I'm just gonna trim all the way around the edge of the seal. And so when you're doing it, you just wanna get as close as you can without cutting, I'm trying to do this so you can see, without cutting the glue. So just get as close as you can, and you can go back if you have any spots like this where it's, you kind of missed it, just go back and trim that off. So I'm gonna do that all the way around this one. All right, so now I've got them all cut out, and so if you look at the back, you can see the paper goes all the way to the edge. And that's something that's really nice about making seals without the circle punch, because the circle punch will keep it to the interior without the lip. So you get this really cool effect where you can see the paper through the lip of the seal, and I really love that. So the very last step that we're gonna do is just adding the gold. And I'm not gonna do the gold around the rim because I wanna keep this super cool like paper effect there, but I am gonna do the gold just on the initials and on the fern. And so I can just go in with my Krylon gold leafing pen and just color on all the raised portion of the stamps. And you're just gonna wanna be really careful and go slow so that you don't accidentally get gold where it's not supposed to be. So I'm gonna go through and do that on all of these seals. So this is how they turned out. They're so cute. So this is the perfect technique if you don't have a circle punch, or if you have a uniquely shaped stamp like this one, or if you just want to show off that paper on the lip. This is a perfect technique for that. So let me know if you have any questions, and definitely let me know if you try this.